What's going on, guys? Yet another awesome chapter of Tokyo Ghoul read. Now, this has to be the slowest one, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. I mean, it's obviously a setup chapter, and there are so many things this chapter has me hyped for. Now, first off, let me talk about Tsukiyama now. Originally, I thought he was just going to pop up out of bed, inhale the fuck out of Kaneki's drawers. I mean, just suck him up his nostrils. But he says that he barely has any touch, smell, anything left, and he looks fucked up. Like, we don't see his face. It's like we're not allowed to see him, but we see his hands, and around his eyes he has wrinkles, and his hands look like fucking old Green Goblin hands from the new Spider-Man. I was like, damn, this dude is fucked up. He has to be all skin and bone. And Kane, however the hell you say his name, the guy looks exactly like Tsukiyama. He is just like him, just overreacting to everything, talking to a fucking rose. I just love how he's talking to Hori, and then he's like, what are you doing? And she says, shooting pictures of rocks. So that means that she would rather take pictures of stones than to be bothered by this guy. I'm not sure why, but the scene with Hori just reminiscing and just thinking how boring life is without filming Tsukiyama's massacres, it was kind of sad, even though it's fucked up, but you can tell that she really feels like she has a loss of purpose. But someone tell me what's going on with Yuri. Do you think he underwent the surgery or whatever he had to do to make his Kagane stronger and him become more badass without anyone knowing? That's the vibe I got from it, and just seeing his eyes get all vein-like. Although I don't remember him doing anything last chapter related to that, but I could be wrong. I can have to go back and look. But that's why I think Yuri is in the hospital right now. But the Nutcracker case, and I just love how they call this chick Nuts. When we saw Big Madam, or whatever her name is, and then we saw Suzuya's blank, just soulless eyes with the dots, I was like, oh my god. We are about to get a Suzuya versus Big Madam, and for those of you that don't remember, you should. Big Madam is the one that kind of raised Suzuya and took his balls away. I said this before, but how fucking ironic is it that Suzuya is involved in a case called Nutcracker, where this woman basically slurps up nuts, and Big Madam is also involved in some way. I mean, this entire case has been catered and just made for Suzuya. He is about to go in. He's about to whoop her ass. But one part of this chapter kind of confused me when Kaneki or Sasaki was talking to the priest guy. I forget his name. Was it Donato or whatever? He basically says that this certain ghoul is going to unlock his memories. And at first, I thought it was Amon. I'm not sure why, because, you know, the CCG has no idea where he is. They did not recover a body, and the silhouette of this person, you know, he looks like he can fit Amon's description because he has torn up clothes, like he's been wandering or something. But he said Ghoul, and we know Amon is not a ghoul unless he underwent surgery by maybe Dr. Kano or something. But just the head area, it looks like a mask, maybe even the helmet that Yoshimura wore when he pretended to be the owl. So I'm guessing it's either Yoshimura or maybe a ghoulified Amon. I'm kind of skeptical, but I'm leaning a little bit towards Yoshimura a little bit more. But is it me, or like around his head, do we see a strap like Kaneki's mask? What if that person is wearing Kaneki's mask? If that is his mask, then it has to be Amon, because we all know that Kaneki lost his mask during the fight with Amon, or right afterwards, somewhere around there. And I just think it's so fucked up that Toka has to play this act that she does not know Sasaki, and just like, okay, how can I help you and stuff like that. It just sucks, man. I really just wish they would remember each other, or she would say something to kind of jog his memory. I just love at the end where Sasaki says, we're going to become women. We're going to have vaginas. And Shirazu's face was just priceless. But this chapter was great. Like I said, not that much happened, but it is a setup chapter to seeing what's going to happen with Yuri. Who is this silhouetted character that the priest guy was talking about, and exactly what's going to happen with Suzuya and Big Madam. I cannot wait to see that shit. And also the priest, he obviously knows just about everything about Kaneki, because he even says that there's a part of you that is trying to get you to remember, but you're afraid of it. So he's obviously talking about his inner Kaneki, and what I got out of that conversation was you need to embrace it so you can get your memories back if you truly wish to do so. But I do have hope for Tsukiyama, because he did say when he held Kaneki's jaws that he felt nostalgic, and I think that it's going to take the actual Sasaki to come up in Tsukiyama's room and actually for him to lay his eyes upon him to get him to come back to life, because sniffing Kaneki's jaws was not enough, and I would think that that would have just made Tsukiyama orgasm. But tell me what you guys think about this chapter. What do you think is going to happen next? What's going to happen with Yuri, the Nutcracker case, Big Madam, Tsukiyama, and who was that silhouetted character? I'm pretty sure it's someone that we're supposed to know already, but just by the outfit, I can't really tell, and I don't really remember anyone using a staff or a sword like that that could also be a ghoul, but I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. This has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.